Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Gamecocks kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Punts it out of the air. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he touchdown, Tar Heels! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Gamecocks offense takes the field for the first time in this. Being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. A talented young wideout who has played at a much higher level than his high school rankings would indicate. That's caught. It's Gee. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. The sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks moving quick.
first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety. Comes running downhill. He now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Turns it loose. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's a draw. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's McClung. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping...
Might have a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, North Carolina! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running inside, it's McAllister. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Handoff to the single back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a crease. It's Addison.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tar Heels look to do some damage in the red zone. In the red area, it's Addison. There's headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because
breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man, it's McClung. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Under fire. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Tyler. And he's knocked down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That could work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. Maybe some room here. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Marshall. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Upstairs to make the catch. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They have them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To the ground with the back. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant...
Caught, and he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. Finds room at the 10. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tennessee taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Volunteers trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on...
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Now on the counter. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And back to the air on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires on the move. All by himself. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Fuller. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Big guy smells it.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for three now. Now set up in a first and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead, turning it on, fakes it past the marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Stepping to the right. Crosses to 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning.
Could be an alley.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The running back has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Fires to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Addison.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see the linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Graves. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking downfield, it's McClung. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go when the drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he puts through the extra point.
38, South Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's not quite going to be enough as they